How's it going, everybody? A little bit late tonight, but that's going to happen during the summertime. Just is what it is. Glad if you can join me, and if you're watching this after the fact, that's cool too. Hoping to have a little bit different conversation tonight than what we're used to. So we'll see who pops on here. Give me just a couple minutes to get everything set up, and then we'll get into it. So let me know how your day was, how it is. Weekend's almost over already. It goes too fast, you guys. It goes way too fast. But we had a pretty nice weekend. I had a good summer serve project. Made some decent progress on that huge house. Although I was a little frustrated with the entire process by the end of it, if I'm being perfectly honest. Video coming out on that probably on Tuesday. We went to the folk festival on Friday night, so that was awesome. And then I went down there tonight and got some drone shots. And the folk festival is always great. I don't know if you guys got to go down there at all. I actually just uploaded all my clips. 88 clips from the folk festival, so have a lot of a lot of stuff to show you from there. But I'm trying to amass a bunch of folk festival footage over the course of many years, and then hopefully, I'm hoping starting next year. This was the 48th annual folk festival. Next year, I'm going to do some kind of test commercials for the folk festival for the 49th, and then hopefully by the 50th folk festival, I'll have just this huge bank of footage, and we can make a bunch of commercials and try to make it a huge thing to draw a bunch of people up from Pittsburgh. So that's what I'd love to do, personally. And then, I think Folk Festival needs to be like a all of Pittsburgh event. Let's see here. But it was busy down there Friday night, and then I heard Saturday was just crazy busy, I'm sure. So, sorry, I am pulling up your comments. Those of you that know, I always have these issues when we do live streams. It takes me several minutes. First off, I get talking to you, so that's always makes it difficult. And then after that, I always have these computer troubles with YouTube now, since they changed the live streaming format. I don't know if you would think I've used Google Chrome and it's owned by Google. You would think it'd be very easy to make this happen, but for some reason it's not. I'd ask you guys to help me out with it, but I don't think you guys know anything about it, is my guess, unfortunately. Maybe if I scheduled them ahead of time, that would help. I'm not sure. The problem probably is that I use my phone to live stream. I don't actually use my computer at all, other than just to look at the comments. So it probably just doesn't play nice with the desktop setup thing. Okay. So I got your comments here finally. Thanks for bearing with me. I appreciate that. Oh wait, someone just gave me a tip. I missed it though. Okay. Optic was first, or it's Da Dude. I think you changed did you change your YouTube name? Is it the same Da Dude from before? I'm assuming. Meatloaf made waffles. That's the best kind of breakfast bread by far. If you have to choose between pancakes, waffles, and French toast, you choose waffles first, French toast second, and pancakes distant third. Not even a close third. Distant third. Randall is third in the house tonight. Todd's here. Good to have you, Todd, always. Kelly's here. Todd saying hello to everybody. Egotistical Waffles here. I don't know why I like that name so much. Are you my guy, Egotistical Waffle? Are you the one that is the president of the sophomore class in Armstrong High School? I'm trying to connect the dots here. Let's see here. Jean's in the house. Good to have you. Todd did not go to the folk festival. Sorry to hear that, Todd. It was a good time. We went to the art show again this year, finally. We didn't go the last couple of years, I don't think. But this year we went, and there's a lot of really talented artists there. I've been trying to put together like a temporary art gallery downtown somewhere. So I'm hoping I got a lot of contacts there, because they had all the names on the things in the program. So So hopefully I can find a bunch of them on Facebook. If we can ever make that art thing happen, then we can hopefully get a bunch of local art downtown for a little while. Maybe a temporary coffee shop, those kinds of things, and just make a cool little space as like a test business. Kevin's in the house. Good to have you, Kevin. Optics talking about sushi. Sushi's the best. We need to make that happen. Jonathan says, "Good evening, Andrew. I saw you earlier in town as you were pulling out from the bank area, but I didn't get a chance to holler Kittanning, greatest city in the world before you took off." Well, next time, man. Next time we'll do that. Yeah, you probably saw me. I had a bunch of garbage in the back of my truck. We've been cleaning out apartments upstairs and preparing for new renters and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a little bit of a process there. I'm not normally there on Sunday nights, but tonight I was. Let's see. Where are we at? Okay, Todd says, when are you messing with the bees? It's probably going to be September, would be my guess. I want to get them through this last honey flow in August. I don't want to bug them too much before then. And then after that, I'll see if I can snag anything from them for the winter. If I do, it won't be probably a whole lot, but honestly, I should probably get in there now. And if I'm going to snag anything, I would do it now. But I don't know. The hives have just been so active. If you go there and look at the outside of the hive in the late afternoons, the whole front of the place is just completely covered in bees. You can't even see the wood at all. It's like the whole hive is just completely covered. It's pretty amazing to watch, and they're so docile when it's hot like that. Like they don't want to move around either, just like people don't want to move around. And so they're all just kind of hanging out there on the front, and you can just watch them do their thing. Okay, my daughter's going into a RTF. I'm not sure what that means, Todd. Can you tell me what a RTF is? I don't know if it's I just don't know what that is, so excuse my ignorance. Gene says, sorry, I missed church today. Yeah, a lot of people missed church today. It was a little bit empty in there, and we started a new sermon series, but that sermon's already up, so if you all are interested in it, that's actually what I'm going to talk about tonight, because I just think it's important not only for our church, but I just feel someone actually told me earlier in the year, talked about a shift that was coming, and it was like in a spiritual way, that there's going to be some kind of shift in mentality, shift in the spiritual side of things, and the dates that they've laid out for me were September of 2019, and I'd kind of forgot about it, to be perfectly honest with you. But I've been feeling the same thing over the past month, that there's just kind of this shift coming. We've been in this real lull as a church. Everything else is just jamming. Everything's going great. The community garden has been good. Summer Serve's been great. My own personal life has been good. Business has been good. It's like everything is good. But in this spiritual, it's kind of been this lull. And so I don't know. I feel that same like shift coming. Like there's going to be something really important that's going to happen in September, and then we'll hopefully be ready and prepared for it. But that's why I wanted to talk to you guys tonight. I'll go through some of these other comments, but you guys can start commenting now. What is it that what is your passion? What really like gets your fire going as a person? Like I love to business plan. I love to sit down and talk with people about their business ideas and throw out different ideas to them and figure out how can we market it? What are the finances going to look like? Like that just lights my fire. Obviously, city revitalization has become this incredible passion of mine. I could sit down and talk to you about 100 different ways to change Kittanning, and we could go through all these things, and I could give you so many more details than I give you in the videos, and I could just shoot the breeze with you like that all day long. And so those are some things that just light my fire. Obviously spending time with my kids, going on dates with my wife, those things charge me up. And so there's like a lot of different things that I really, really enjoy. And I want to know, what is it that you enjoy? And then I'll go get the rest of your comments now. But if you can just answer that question, then once I get to those comments, then we'll start talking about the things that you love to do, the things that light your fire, that you're passionate about, and then we'll we'll kind of shift this conversation. I'll tell you a little bit more about why I'm asking you that question. So, anyways, Swan says, sorry, Andy, but pancakes are way first. That is a bold-faced lie, and you know it. What'd you say? Oh man, my wife is saying you're right from the other room, but it's just not true. Anyways, pancakes. Here's why I don't like pancakes. Okay, let me just explain it to you. The reason I don't like pancakes is because there's too many variables involved with pancakes. Some people like them like barely cooked at all, and then they're like runny and gross. And some people like them burnt, like me, but you can just never quite be satisfied with it. If you're making your own pancakes and they're super fluffy but still have a little crispy edge to it, I can enjoy it. Okay, I like it, but most of the time, pancakes they're just not very good. That's all there is to it. Sorry, guys. Probably just lost several subscribers. I can see everyone's leaving the chat. Let's see. Tim says, hello from Colorado. Hope you took some videos of the festival. I missed it this year, maybe next year. Yes, I did take videos of the festival. The video, Lord willing, will be out tomorrow if I can get it all done tonight. But 90 plus clips to edit in one night is it's a task, but I think I'm up to it, hopefully. The problem is by the time Sunday night hits, I'm just like beat. I'm just whipped, you guys. So it's hard for me to edit, but yeah, I did a little bit of editing earlier today, and I can hopefully do one more tonight. And then I still have the summer serve video to edit as well, so probably won't film for a couple of days. Give me a little bit of a break. Sorry, I'm yawning, you guys. I'm actually not that tired. Okay, meatloaf. I guess we're already. Or no, I'm not there yet. Shoot. There's lots of comments. Sorry, I got lost in them. Okay, meatloaf. Have you ever told someone you're an angel and knew in the back of your mind that you're lying? Can't relate, says Krista. And I doubt that you can't relate. And of course I can relate to that. I think we all can. We all know that we're not perfect people. If we all examine our hearts in an open and honest way, we all know that we are sinners. And if you don't believe that about yourself, then I'd be happy to take you through a few of the commandments, and I bet we would find out that it's very different. Todd says, not much at the festival I like, but that's just me. I could see that. A lot of people don't like the crafty things, but honestly, I just like the food. Even though it's overpriced, I'm happy to spend the money on it. I got a gyro on Friday night. It was amazing. And sorry, I'm trying to watch soccer too. And the festival, their meatloaf sandwiches were, or not meatloaf, roast beef sandwiches were amazing. They like doubled the size of them. They used to be like a normal little hamburger bun, and now they were like this huge Kaiser roll. It was like as big as your head, and with a little horseradish, a little bit of vinegar, and then barbecue sauce. It was good, real good. Let's see. Kevin says, lies, that closed it. I don't know what that is. Oh, was that about pancakes again? Egotistical waffle. Nice. I love the name change. Fantastic. Let's see. Tim, do you go to the Renaissance Festival? Oh, okay, I see. Todd says residential treatment facility. Okay, so your daughter's going into residential. Is that like a temporary thing or is that a permanent thing? How does that work? Kevin says, it was a great sermon today. I'm going to go back into the podcast of mine. I need to use the gifts that I have. Amen, brother. Amen. Gosh. Oh, okay. Greg's here. Okay. Very good. Greg, yeah. Greg, did you see the video where I got to call you out? Are you going to come and join Summer Serve one of these days? We need to make a video together. We just got to make this happen, man. And then maybe we could film like next year's presidential race at the school. We could make like a video together in preparation for that moment where you run your junior year campaign. Okay, I think I'm finally at the things you're passionate about. Okay, very good. So Meatloaf says, I like to do research, useful for school time. I love to do research as well. This afternoon, I spent like 2 hours reading up on different variations of city codes all across the state. And then I found the state of Pennsylvania, the DCED, has actually made a website on how to handle blight, like best practices. I'd never heard of it before, and so I went and checked it out. What was really funny is we've done a lot of the legwork already as far as tackling blight. So it was confirmation for me. Things that have been successful in other towns, we are actually already doing a lot of those things. And so Summer Serve is doing the full job of what a government would normally do. Let's see here. Todd says, playing bubble hockey is your passion. I know you love some bubble hockey, man. I saw on Facebook that you got to play again yesterday. That's pretty cool, man. Meatloaf says, I enjoy training Aspen too. She touches my hand with her nose like a dolphin now. I don't know what I'm doing to her. So Aspen is a dog. So I know you enjoy animals in general. And a lot of people have passion for animals. That's awesome. Let's see. Swan says, regarding the pancake debate. Yo, Elizabeth, right again as usual. Did you hear that, babe? She says I need to listen closer to you guys, so. Let's see. Oh my goodness. We got the trolls back, Kevin. What happened? Let's see. Gene says, I enjoy helping people and praying with them. So that is your passion. That's a fantastic passion. Love it. Todd says, go to the Plaza Pantry in East Brady, get the large pancake, comes out on a pizza pan. Where's the Plaza Pantry? First off, I have no idea where that even is. Like in relation to the old bank. I don't know East Brady super well, but help me out. The old bank is great though. If you get a pepperoni roll there, their donuts fresh are good too, and then their Dale donuts are just cheap. They're still okay, but they're like really cheap. Tim says, it's been years since I was up at the festival, about half hour north towards Denver. Very crowded there. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to a Renaissance festival. I feel like I might like it for a day, but I don't know if it's really my thing. Meatloaf says, ew, soccer. I prefer baseball. Yeah, I prefer soccer. Soccer is my favorite sport to watch on TV. I think the reason I like it so much is like it's this universal, worldwide sport. So it's not like watching football where where it's only in the United States. Even though I really enjoy watching football as well, but soccer is just special for me. I think part of it is too is like around the time when I met Jesus, when Jesus took over my life, I was also getting really big into soccer at that point. I really enjoyed watching a lot of international soccer, and so after I got saved, it kind of transitioned, and that was part of my new Christian life, and so that was really probably where it was like cemented in my brain as something that I really enjoy. But I didn't have cable for like 8 years, and so I didn't watch soccer for a long, long time. Let's see. Krista says, wanted to play football with my brothers for my school when I was little, but my mom said no. Get this, she made me do cheerleading. I know, I saw the video. And then Zach did cheerleading with you, which I think is hilarious. Todd says, depends on her behavior. Okay, so potentially a temporary thing. Very cool. Thanks for letting me know, Todd. I appreciate the update. I'd be happy to pray with you guys. Greg said, I'll be there. I just need a time and place. So, Greg, we meet Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. And so if you want to come out and work with us for the day, any Saturday morning for the next 3 Saturdays, I'd be happy to have you. And we'll have some Dunkin' Donuts there. Hopefully we'll have some East PRA coffee as well in the coming weeks. And that's it. Everyone wants me to press Alt F4. Let's see. I normally know like my Windows hotkeys here. What is Alt F4? What's that do? Alt F4 closes the current window. Not very nice, you guys. Not very nice. Anyways. How much do you weigh? I weigh about 155 normally. I don't know what I weigh right at this moment, though. I guess I could go check, but it's probably just not all that important. Oh, man. You guys are fighting now. Cross the East Pretty Bridge. Make a left down beside Family Dollar. Okay. So there's like a gun store down there, too, right? I was there buying some 22 ammo back when 22 ammo was short everywhere. Tim says, you discuss all the great sounding food. I had a barbecue rib the other day. It was great. Had a quadruple bypass 2 years ago, so I haven't eaten meat in 2 years. Have a donut for me. I absolutely will have a donut for you, 100%. And so the other part, though, no meat in 2 years. I guess I'd be okay. Can you still eat eggs? Is that still all right? If I could eat eggs, I think I'd be okay. The Daniel fast, I actually really enjoy it, and I love how I feel when I'm eating that way. I don't actually, I like donuts, but it doesn't do anything super special for me. But it's like once you get into eating sugar, and it's just you eat more and more of it, and it becomes addictive, and then you can't function without it, and I never like to be in that place. So I go to zero quite often. I eat pretty healthy most of the week, and then I have a couple days where I just don't. But when it comes festival time, there's no rules. If I have a funnel cake in front of me, I'm gonna eat the funnel cake. If I have an opportunity to eat some bad food down there, I'm gonna do it every time. We got this milkshake. It was a Nutty Bar milkshake. They put like a full pack Nutty Bars in the top, and then it was this really thick chocolate milkshake with the Nutty Bar in it. It was like out of this world. So good. Everyone's pressing F4. I don't know why you got to do that. I did not press F4, you guys. I literally searched on Google, what does Alt F4 do? Let's see here. Okay, so it's past the gun store. All right. I'm going to try that out sometime, Todd. I'm going to go check it out. Maybe they'll make a video with me and we could make something cool happen. Taylor Hagofsky. I don't know what you're saying, Taylor, but are you guys like referencing a movie? I'm so curious. Okay. So it's from Star Wars Battlefront. I don't understand. I don't get the joke. I really don't get it. Somebody help me out. I don't understand why it's from Star Wars Battlefront. What does that have to do? Uh-oh. Did it freeze on us here? Can you guys still see me okay? You can still see me? Everything's working good? My screen's frozen, so the timer's still going, but it's frozen. Anyway, I'll keep talking as if you can hear me. Isn't that straight from the Bible, Taylor? Oh man. So not enough of you have answered yet. What lights your fire? What gets you excited about living life? What do you really enjoy to do? What are you passionate about? I need more answers with that, other than Star Wars Battlefront, evidently. Okay. Where's my man Kevin at? Am I still frozen, you guys? Sorry, I can't see anything that's going on here. Oh man. Sorry, I gotta put a bunch of you in timeout. There's just so many things going on here. Bubble hockey, yes, I know. I know bubble hockey. Sorry, I gotta put a bunch of these guys in timeout. So you can hear the voice, but you can't see. I wonder what happened. Let me try to switch cameras. No, that didn't work. There's no refresh screen here. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened. Okay. Anyways, I'm just gonna yeah, I guess it's a radio show now. All right, so I'll just wrap it up. I'll take just a couple minutes and talk, and then I'll wrap it up. Anyways, so the reason I'm asking what you're passionate about is that this is the question that I asked at church today. Is you know, what is it that you're passionate about? What are the gifts that God has placed inside of you? I think a lot of people we we just kind of run off and we don't really consider God on a daily basis. And so, my challenge to you is that whatever you have going on in your life, whatever you're passionate about, whatever gifts that God has placed in your life, that you would take those gifts and that you would use them somehow for the glory of God. That you'd begin to think about how you could actually how you could take the things that you're passionate about and kind of transition them into something that would affect the world in a good way. And so that's my desire for all of you guys, is that you would kind of take those gifts that God has placed in your life, take those things that you're passionate about, and start to just brainstorm over the next few weeks and figure out, how can I use that for God's glory? Because I had my business mindset. I was, before I actually had a business, I was always kind of taking the tact of trying to always just make the most money. Now I try to use the business sense that I have to do the most good in the world. And so there's still obviously some desire to make money there, because money does make the world go around. But you can do good with the money that you can do good with the money that you make. And so that was the big transition for me there. Obviously, being passionate about transforming the city is how this channel came about. That's how this whole thing happened. So, I just want to challenge you guys. If you're out there, and Todd, you have a passion for bubble hockey. My question to you would be, why are you passionate about bubble hockey? Is it the camaraderie that you feel when you play it? Is it the fact that you have this kind of like one-on-one interaction with people? How could you take that, the passion that you have, how could you take that and kind of turn it and use it for God's glory? Not that there's nothing wrong with playing bubble hockey. I'm just saying, to take it to the next level in your life, how could you do that? I just think it's an interesting topic. And Krista, same with you. You're passionate about researching. How can you use that for the kingdom? How can you use that for God's glory? You're passionate about animals. How can you use that to make a positive impact in the world? And I know a lot of how you're thinking about that, but I would just take that and use it. Use it again. I'm trying to even think. I was passionate about homesteading and the Back to Eden garden and a lot of the different things that we do at our house here. Well, now we're taking those same principles and using them in the community garden, and lo and behold, it's working. And there's been, according to the neighbors, there's been a lot of people there, and we've seen, produce missing, so we know that people are coming and hopefully getting food that they need. And we turned that kind of thing that I've been passionate about for myself only, and now we're starting to use that in the community. So how can we continue to do that, all of us? Take those things, those gifts, those passions that we can and then use them for God's glory. And Chris has said, I can become a vet. Yes, obviously. You can definitely become a vet. And then, through that, through you helping animals, you can also have this opportunity to help people. And so you'll also be able to tell the story of, why you're passionate about animals. And maybe it's something about that it's God's creation, and you believe that everything in God's creation deserves respect and dignity and honor. And then you can turn that into a story that can be about God, and it can be about how God is working in your life, and how you can make the world a better place for His glory. So I think that's about it. Sorry, the chat got a little crazy, so I got distracted there for a minute. I'm assuming I'm still frozen, so I'm just going to read a few more comments, and then I will wrap it up. Greg's encouraging everyone to keep it PG. That's awesome. Very good, Greg. Appreciate that. Some of y'all being nasty. Yeah, they were. Some of them were. Todd said, nice one, Blue Wrench. I actually timed out most of them, I think. I don't know if Kevin got anybody, but Kevin was MIA on me for a minute, so I took over. Let's see. Beat them down with the hammer of Christ, says Kevin. Oh, man. Melissa says, I have to work 6 days this week. Yeah. Well, that's good. You'll be rich at least. That's good. Volunteered at animal shelter, Krista says. Fantastic. Let's see here. I think a lot of these, it's just, I don't know. I hope that's not a joke, you guys. It's just not a good conversation here. Todd says, bubble hockey, I get so engrossed that time just flies by. I'm so competitive, and Adam is too, so great time. So yeah, maybe it's the competition that you like. Maybe it's that kind of like heat of the battle. And maybe we could make a bubble hockey tournament to benefit, greatest city in the world, some service project that we're doing, or benefit Summer Serve, or Royal Family Kids Camp, or Habitat for Humanity, or any of the great things that are happening around town. And maybe we can get all the bubble hockey, bubble hockey, what do they call them? Games in one place, and have a huge tournament. I think that'd be really cool. Let's see here. Gamers, am I right? Probably, yeah. Always hard to understand the troll thing. I don't get it either. Especially like if I just call them out on like, what is the joke? I don't understand. Or is it just like fun to just come say random stuff? I'm not sure. I guess I was a teenager once too. I probably would have did the same thing. Alex says, is there a way to fix the juuling problem at AHS? I'm not sure. The juuling thing is really odd to me because like the smoking rates were down forever. Like kids were not taking up smoking at all. And then everybody fell for the Juul. I don't understand it. Now you're addicted to nicotine, and you're going to need to have it, and you're going to go through that same process. It's just not a good thing. The most effective thing to stop people from that kind of stuff would be to do exactly what I'm saying and go and glorify God with your life in their midst, and hopefully people will see God through you, see Christ through you, and come to a saving faith. And I think that's the way that we have the best opportunity to bring transformation to the world. We just keep doing the next thing that God tells us to do, and just try to continue to be obedient to Him. But I don't know. The whole vaping thing is, I just think we don't understand what that actually does to people's bodies yet, and it's not gonna be till later that whole thing comes to pass, where we finally understand what vaping does to people, and you'll have different cancer diagnosis like you did with cigarettes. Let's see here. Juuling is just it's a vape. It's like a vape that's very small, so it can be hidden pretty easily. It looks like a pen, so it's I think it's tough for people to tell what it is a lot of times, and so it's easy for kids to get nicotine and hide it. Gosh, you guys. The 5 minutes must be up. There's nothing like mango flavored nicotine. Oh my gosh. Tim, did I give you a timeout? If I did, I didn't mean to. Let's see. I think that's it. All right, guys, I'm headed out. Hopefully, you have a great night. Like I said, this week that's my challenge to you. Take it seriously. Try to watch all the different things that you're passionate about, and try to figure out how can you use that to bring the most good change in the world. How can you use those things for God's glory? And maybe we'll continue that conversation over the next few weeks as we kind of go through this sermon series. I think it's going to be interesting, and like I said, I think we're preparing for a big shift that's going to happen in September. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I'm very excited for the future as always, and can't wait to see you guys next week. See you then.